Good morning and welcome to Science Week 2022. This week is Science Week and people all over Great Britain are celebrating the achievements of science and scientists and the difference they make to our lives. So what is science and what difference does it make to our lives? Well, in the past, people believed in magic. And magic was anything they didn't understand, perhaps a bit like this.
I've got an ordinary egg here and we've hard-boiled it and peeled it. So we've got a hard-boiled egg. There's my conical flask and it won't go in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to strike a match. There we are, there's your match. I'm just going to get it burning a little bit. And then I'm going to pop it in my flask. Now watch that egg. There we are. Oh, that's a tight squeeze. Pop. What happened?
Indeed, what did happen? How did that happen? And is it magic or is it science? Is Mrs. Wilson secretly a magician or does she know something that we don't? Well, today, most people don't believe in magic. We believe in science. Science can explain lots of things about the world that we couldn't explain in the past. So science can explain how things grow, how water sucks up, how roots rather sucks up water into the stem to create beautiful flowers and vegetables and fruit from plants. Science can also explain electricity. Electricity has only been around for about 1,000 years, 100 years. So what did people do before that? They certainly went to bed a lot earlier than we do. And not just because they didn't have Netflix to watch. Scientists can also explain the solar system and how it works. We know because we've sent astronauts up into space and they could look back and look at the Earth. We know that the Earth is round. But for hundreds of years, people thought it was flat. Scientists have also discovered that there are lots of other planets in the solar system. It can explain why, when we have a storm, there is lightning, and why sometimes it rains for days on end, and at other times of year we have days and days of sun. Science has made a big contribution to our modern life. So we've got mobile phones that help us communicate with people, not just in the next room or the next town, but also all over the world. Most of you will have come to school in taxis or cars, and we have scientists to thank for them, for creating the engine that enables us to drive the car. And also computers, which enable us to have online learning when schools shut, as well as doing lots of other fun things. So scientists have certainly made our lives a lot easier in the last 100 years and even before. Scientists have been inventing things for thousands of years. We often think of scientists as old men with microscopes, but teenagers can be scientists too. And there are teenagers all over the world that are using their scientific knowledge to help improve the lives of others. So how are teenagers changing the world? Well, here we have some 14 and 15-year-old girls from Nigeria, which have created a renewable energy generator using wee or urine, which is a technical term. They got a lot of urine and they've turned it into energy to run a generator to help create electricity. How else are teenagers changing the world? Well, here a 13-year-old has created a solar tree design which can produce 50% more electricity than one single solar panel. So he's creating lots of renewable energy for out of doors. 14-year-old Deepika invented a purification system powered by solar energy. And this has helped to purify water. The idea was triggered by her seeing people drink dirty water, which might make them ill, because not everybody is as lucky as us and can turn on clean, fresh water by just in the tap. It's not just recently that teenagers have been changing the world. In 1921, a teenager in America looked at some electrical beam and thought about how it could make an image. And he used this to help create electricity. And finally, in 1824, when Louis Braille was 15 years old, he developed a system of reading and writing by using raised dots. And this system is used all over the world by blind people so that they can read. And they can read using their fingers just as well as we can read by using our eyes. So what did people use before scientists invented these things? For example, a digger, a light bulb, an oven, and a washing machine. The tutors might want to pause the video so that you can talk about these things. Scientists also help us to keep food fresh. So which of these keeps food fresh for longest, and what materials are they made out of? So we have a tin can, a fridge, a freezer, and a shopping bag. And finally, can you name 3 things that scientists have made that you use in your free time? So we spent a little bit of time thinking about the things that scientists have created, how people are creating things all around the world to help make life easier for other people. But also, sometimes scientists, all these things have meant that we are destroying our planet by using up all the energy and all the disposable resources. So scientists are also helping us to save the planet by recycling the things we use and by creating energy in new ways. So even in this country, we can have solar energy through solar panels, also wind farms that are helping to create energy. But we can also conserve energy by making sure we turn things off when we're not using them and turning off light bulbs. So we spent a bit of time today thinking about how scientists are helping us to save the planet. So hopefully you can do your bit to help save the planet by conserving energy too. Have a good day and see you next week.